Are Brits too lazy to work? Is there really any reason to question the industriousness of Brits? What we know from generation to generation is that those living in the UK are one of the most hardworking people. However, the wave of slothfulness that is raging through the world in recent decades appears not to spare the UK. Just like it has been observed in all countries, employees in some UK cities aren't inclined to put in their best when at work. Thus, it's relevant to ask, are Brits too lazy to work? I would say it depends on what you consider laziness and how you view it. The American engineer, consultant and author Frank B. Gilbreth made this insightful statement along on the matter, which was more used recently by Bill Gates. I will always choose a lazy person to do a difficult job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Even if this is, by the way, there's one thing to glean from that. Lazy people are not useless people. Notwithstanding, it will be grossly unfair to stereotype the Brits. Even those who, after taking the inventory of their performance at work in Britain, feel that they've not achieved a lot and shouldn't lose confidence. In the light of the opinion expressed earlier about the supposedly lazy people being useful, you are a big asset to your organisation. Thus, as your employer learns to have the right perspectives of the matter, he will appreciate you. Work habits across the UK. In a survey of some 2,000 employees from different companies in different parts of the UK, data collated were analysed to determine how dedicated workers are at work in different cities. Efforts were also made to know factors affecting the productivity of labour in those places. The results may give you reasons to be objective in answering the question, are Brits too lazy to work? We start with the situation in Liverpool, where some 36.6% admitted that they are slacking off at work. In York, 40% of the workers agree that they're not putting in their best, while in London, the percentage in that category is 42.5%. In Oxford, 42.9% of employees, while 43.8% of workers in Brighton admitted the same. And 45% of workers in Sheffield are not doing enough. Even in Edinburgh, 46% are slacking off. Half of the workers polled in Nottingham said they're not hard-working, followed by workers in Norwich, where 55.5% admitted to slacking off at work. If you are living in Southampton, don't get crossed if employers think you are lazy because that's the UK city with the largest number of lazy workers, 63.6 to be exact. Still, before you could conclude that a group of workers are lazy or not, you need to consider the reasons for their performances and determine what's hampering their productivity. Why are the workers in Britain too lazy? In the survey earlier mentioned, workers explained what is standing between them and hard work. Here are the major ones among them. 1. Personal problems. You can hardly get the best performance from an employee loaded with personal problems. As he's dealing with heavy life challenges, he won't be able to devote 100% of his efforts to work. Before you, as a Brit employer, label a staff lazy, try to find out how his professional and personal life complement one another. 2. Too heavy workload. It has been discovered that when too much is expected of workers in the UK, they easily give up. Their inability to cope with the excessive workload cause them to be complacent and do the little they feel they can with minimal effort. 3. Lack of clearly stated objectives and roles. Employers who make the mistake of assuming the employees on their initiatives ought to know what is expected of them are going to have a pool of lazy workers. That's the UK experience. 4. Pursuing unrealistic goals. Workers in the UK are slacking off because their employers set unachievable goals for them. The moment they realise the goal they're to pursue is not smart, they tend to slack off and reserve their time and energy for more achievable goals. 5. Lack of motivation and interest. The Brits tend to slack off when they are not motivated and don't have an interest in the role assigned to them. Before you accuse them of being lazy, try to motivate them and ensure they love what they are doing. 6. Lack of job security and benefits. When employees in Britain and everywhere feel that their job isn't secure, they often slack off. They will be distracted by the search for job security and benefits. While spending time in job search, you may think that they are lazy. 7. Low self-esteem. While no one is indispensable in actual fact, each worker should be made to feel valuable. Those who are made to feel that their role is not crucial to the overall objective of the organization tend to contribute little and do the minimum of what is expected of them. Do the results of the research referred to earlier conducted by the CV Library corroborate these 7 reasons for laziness at work? What the data shows. According to the research, 36% of the respondents said that they don't feel like working because they just feel bored at work. Lack of motivation is what 49% of the people said causes their laziness at work. Another 32% claim that they feel that their role at work is not important and that they don't feel challenged by any reward or competition. Thus, they become lazy. As for 29% of the workers polled across Britain, there is no reason to keep on working once their goal for the day is achieved. Even when they have the potential to do better, they don't feel like doing more. How to remain productive and avoid being lazy at work. If you're a Brit and someone feels you're slacking off, your case is likely to have been covered by the above scenario. Nevertheless, you don't have to live with the feeling of laziness or allow someone's impression that you're lazy to last. You've got to do something. What can you do to remain productive and stop being lazy? 1. Avoid setting unrealistic goals. Let the goal you set for yourself be SMART. A specific goal is clearly defined and identifiable. It should be measurable as you progress or reach it. Your goal must be achievable or doable, realizable. It also needs to be realistic, that is, practical and able to be completed given your current circumstances. Finally, it should be timely, with a specific deadline when they ought to have been done. Any goal lacking in one of these is not SMART and is unrealistic. 2. Always do positive self-talk. If you don't want to remain lazy at work, keep saying positive things to yourself. Believe in yourself and your ability. While you're not going to be perfect, you don't need to give up on yourself. Always encourage yourself with commendation about what you have achieved. 3. Take advantage of your strengths. Everyone has strong points that can make him productive. Try to understand your strengths and engage those strong points at work. Accept more responsibilities that depend on your area of strength. You can enjoy working on a task that will make you shine because it comes naturally to you, rather than dwelling on something you don't have callings on. 4. Fight distraction at work. A lot of things are there to distract those working in the UK, and this is one of the most serious reasons for the Brits being lazy at work. So, if you want to stay productive and stop being lazy, you must identify things and circumstances that can easily distract you. Then work decisively to fight these. Also, try to recognize the people that would want to distract you at work and stay away from them. Do not allow your electronic devices to eat into your time. Set a time for emails and messages that are not work-related. 5. Don't hesitate to ask for help. When you have too many roles and you're about to be crushed under a heavy load of responsibility, don't hesitate to ask for help. Humbly talk to your boss, but be frank while you remain positive and humble. Identify the challenge precisely and suggest what and who you think should be part of the solution. This tells them that you understand your job and it will help in making decisions about personnel management in the future. 6. Avoid or minimize multitasking. If you insist on multitasking, you will end up doing nothing at all. Yes, some are dexterous enough to multitask. Even such people must minimize it if they want to remain focused. Employers are more interested in completed jobs, not work in progress. Note that 2 jobs done and dusted are more appreciated than 10 pending tasks. Always finish a task before starting with another. 7. Ask for a change of role, necessary. To avoid driving a square peg into a round hole, recognize it if you're not the best fit for the role you are given. If you're squeezing yourself into the wrong mold, you won't achieve anything and your employer will judge you lazy. If your job role is not fit for your person, find the right words to convey your findings to your manager. It doesn't mean you are choosy, you are only requesting for what will give you your best. Conclusively, are the Brits too lazy to work? Given the circumstances that we have analysed, even the most industrious workers can sometimes lazy around. They can make mistakes. What is more, this applies to all nationalities, not just Brits. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.